The Scopus Award, the highest honor conferred by the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, recognizes individuals from around the globe who have demonstrated leadership and involvement in their communities and in Israel, and who have excelled in their respective field. Tonight's Scopus Award honoree is a gentleman more comfortable behind the scenes than in the spotlight. This self-described busy bee in the background is Moses Levy. Mo Levy's life is rooted in a commitment to make the world a better place. It's a lesson learned at his mother's knee. Mo was born in Bombay, where his mother Sarah helped hundreds of Jews immigrate to Israel. His parents' faith, strong work ethic, and a generous spirit set the tone for Mo's future.
Mo is a great Winnipegger, a great Canadian, and a citizen of the world. Mo is a true entrepreneur, forever willing to take risks, but carefully weighing the risks against the opportunity and the chances for success.
Mo came to Winnipeg in 1968 to pursue his education. He studied at the University of Manitoba, earning an honors degree in commerce and an MBA in finance. Mo began his career as a provincial civil servant, where he created one of Canada's first business incubator programs, then developed an evening course for budding entrepreneurs. Over the next 7 years, Mo became a regular lecturer at the U of M, and the evening course grew into the Enterprise Development Program. Mo was instrumental in creating the university's Center for Entrepreneurship. It was during this time that Mo first met the man who later became a major influence in his life.
My dad and I met Mo when we were in the process of trying to hire a full-time professional executive director of the Asper Foundation. One of the key interviews that we did with Mo was actually, I think, on the first day of Rosh Hashanah, the high holidays. And I remember feeling really guilty that my dad said, well, we have some time on the high holidays, why don't we interview this Mo fellow then? I'm thinking, it's not exactly appropriate for a Jewish foundation to be doing that, but, you know, Mo, in his usual flexible, accommodating way, went to the interview, and he blew Dad and me away with his vision and his professional and calm and funny attitude. So we immediately took to each other.
Mo describes the next 4 years as the most exhilarating in his life, working with the hardest worker and most brilliant person he has ever known, Dr. Israel Asper.
I have to say, one of the greatest things I admire about Mo was the way he worked with my dad, and the way he worked with strong-minded people to make them see different perspectives and compromise sometimes when a compromise was needed.
When Izzy Asper established the Asper Center for Entrepreneurship at Hebrew University, he once again turned to Mo Levy to mold the center into an environment that promotes business acumen and entrepreneurial vision.
Mo and Gail have helped me transform the Asper Center for Entrepreneurship into a major instrument for organizing conferences, bringing academics from the US, supporting students, research by faculty members. And none of this would have been possible without Mo, who really has these outstanding abilities of listening and identifying needs, and then actually going out and doing the things that are necessary to make things happen.
The secret of Mo Levy is the secret of the details. So some say that the devil in the details, some say that the God is in the details. I say Mo Levy is in the details. The secret of his is the analytical work, the commitment to the dream. He's not leaving any project. He runs again and again and again until he finishes the job. So that's the secret of Mo Levy.
Today, Mo still sits as chair of the advisory committee to maintain the objectives of its founder, and was appointed an associate governor to the International Board of Directors of Hebrew University. From its conception almost 14 years ago, Mo has been working tirelessly to realize Dr. Asper's dream to create the Canadian Museum for Human Rights.
Mo was the first employee, if you like, of the Friends of the Canadian Museum for Human Rights. He was the first person that Izzy Asper enlisted to help him conceive, develop, and construct the Canadian Museum for Human Rights.
Mo has pulled off some of the most incredible, unbelievable feats of anyone I've ever known. And honestly, when you drive by the Canadian Museum for Human Rights and you think, wow, we pulled this off, it's because of Mo's ability to get the job done. And again, that eternal sense of optimism.
Gail invited me out to lunch in Winnipeg and brought Mo along. That was my first introduction to Mo. We had a glass of wine or two, and Mo instantly impressed me with his enthusiasm to this museum project. I was won over immediately. I looked at Mo at the end of the lunch when he paid the bill, and I said, "Mo, you paid the bill, but this one cost me $1 million."
There were many, many milestones in the path to the museum where Mo's hard work and efforts were recognized. So to thank Mo, we did a little poster of Mo in a Superman costume with his typical worried look on his face.
Mo also devotes time to other boards such as the Associates, Asper School of Business, the Stu Clark Centre for Entrepreneurship, the Westbury Group, and the Philanthropic Foundations of Canada, among others. Mo finds constant inspiration in his wife Barbara and the firm foundation she creates for their family, daughter Sarah and sons Adam and Samuel. They enjoy frequent trips to Israel to visit family and to carry on the work of the Asper Foundation.
He has a vision. He knows where he wants to go. He's an outstanding individual. I am privileged to have met him, and I wish him Mazal Tov and all the best for the Scopus Award.
Mo, I wish you many more years of good health and bright ideas that come to be concluded with us. This partnership must continue for many more years.
Mo, I'd like to congratulate you on receiving this Scopus Award. It's well-deserved and well-earned, and it couldn't go to a better guy.
My dad would be leading a standing ovation at the news that Mo Levy is receiving the Scopus Award. I would like to say to Mo how grateful I am to him for his loyalty to the Asper Foundation, his commitment to the broader community. And I would for sure like to say thank you to Mo for making the Canadian Museum for Human Rights a reality.
Tonight, as we gather to support the renowned researchers and top-ranked scientists working to revolutionize the world of medicine through the Hebrew University's Institute for Medical Research Israel Canada, the Winnipeg chapter of the Canadian Friends of the Hebrew University celebrates the quiet, energetic leadership of a man dedicated to making the world a better place. Scopus Award honoree Mo Levy.